What's up guys, welcome to my channel BM Reviews. Today we are gonna discuss how a major death in young Sheldon season 7th of May have been revealed by TBBT creator comments. If you are new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to get instant notification. It looks like George's death in season 7 was verified by young Sheldon's last update. One of the most fascinating characters in the world of The Big Bang Theory is Sheldon's father. Being long dead before the show's events began, he is the only Cooper family member who never made a physical appearance in the nerd-centric sitcom. Despite this, Sheldon and Mary frequently shared stories about him when he was still living in Texas, so he was already a well-established character before Lance Barber debuted in the part in Young Sheldon back in 2017. But this led to a lot of story discrepancies across the shows. A number of storylines are anticipated to be resolved in Young Sheldon season 7 in order to appropriately conclude the Cooper's narrative. George has been working on a few storylines for a while, but they haven't materialized. In terms of chronology, his fascinating cheating scandal ought to have ended by season 6, but it was completely disregarded in order to preserve the storytelling integrity of the Cooper kids' storylines. With the Cooper patriarch's time running out and his impending death, it remains to be seen if it will ultimately be addressed in the condensed Young Sheldon season 7. There aren't many plot specifics available for Young Sheldon season 7, but co-creator Chuck Lorre recently discussed the show's choice to end despite its ongoing appeal. Unexpectedly, The Big Bang Theory prequel was cancelled after becoming the most popular comedy on television and reaching record-breaking viewership in season 6. However, Lorre and his group feel that covering Sheldon's story up until the age of 15 will provide young Sheldon with more than enough material. To put things in perspective, Sheldon in the spin-off is just 14 years old, while Ian Armitage is already 15 years old. They are unable to continue airing the show for much longer because of their growing physical differences. It's unclear right now how young Sheldon plans to reach Sheldon's ultimate age. One method to accomplish it is to time hop, but that gets complicated when you take into account how eventful both his and the Cooper's year is when he is 14. The show needs to address every significant period in the clan's history that was previously established in The Big Bang Theory in order to provide a fitting finale. In addition, young Sheldon must resolve a number of unresolved story points from the prequel. This includes Missy's anticipated atonement narrative and Georgie and Mandy's impending nuptials following their engagement in the season 6 finale. The Big Bang Theory canon largely upholds the belief that George passed away at the age of 14, despite occasional contradictory statements from Sheldon asserting that his late father passed away when he was 15. Although the exact cause of his death is unknown, it is believed to be the result of another heart attack given his history of health problems throughout the prequel. The fact that young Sheldon followed Sheldon until he was 15 years old, as mentioned by Lorre, suggests that the prequel spin-off will deal with George's passing. Nothing has suggested that this catastrophe is being staged. Young Sheldon season 6 centered largely on the individual stories of the Cooper children. George's storyline, on the other hand, focused mainly on his reconciliation with Mary following her departure from the church and the marital problems that followed when they discovered one other was seeing Pastor Rob and Brenda Sparks. Young Sheldon doesn't need to offer much setup for the tragedy, anyway, considering the circumstances surrounding his death. Even if it has long been anticipated, the show might approach it as some kind of plot twist and pull it off at the most subdued time. Certainly, taking on George's death carries a significant risk. The storyline can be too serious for what is meant to be a light-hearted comedy, much to how CBS danced over his adultery issue. It's no secret that there are divergent perspectives on the Cooper patriarch in The Big Bang Theory and its predecessor. Even though Sheldon and Mary constantly disparaged him, the spin-off continuously refutes their assertion that he was an incompetent, slothful father. During the one-time crossover between the series, Sheldon did soften toward his father, indicating that the nerd-centric sitcom's earlier harsh portrayal of the character was untrue. Given how much George has come to care for young Sheldon, his passing will be deeply felt. The death of Sheldon's father shouldn't be one of the many things that the offshoot has missed out on throughout his formative years. First of all, since CBS insists that they both exist in the same world, it irreparably damages the Big Bang Theory canon. Second, the Cooper's history will change as a result of George's survival. His passing was a turning event in the family's history that shaped a great deal of their subsequent lives. If young Sheldon's Cooper family deviates from what has been previously established in continuity, Their future will be different from that of their counterparts on The Big Bang Theory. Young Sheldon Season 7 will be significantly impacted by George's passing. That being said, the exact timing of its arrival in the coming year will determine how it impacts the show's narrative. George's death will be felt strongly for the duration of the act if he passes away really quickly. Without examining the pain the Cooper family would experience at losing their patriarch, it will be challenging to proceed, particularly as each member has a distinct relationship with George. By using this approach, the show runs the risk of tainting the remaining episodes, which will make it challenging for it to revert to its typical humorous tone. However, the program won't have an opportunity to recover from the tragedy if young Sheldon waits until the very end to address George's death. It's uncharacteristically sad for a comedy series to end on such a note. The bright side is that the show can at least spend as much time as possible with George before his unavoidable passing. They can also serve as an homage to Sheldon's father, with whom he made his first visit to Caltech, and serve as the impetus for Sheldon's relocation to California. That's it guys for this video. Please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to get instant notification. Thanks for watching.